Okay, so to begin with, we want to give a brief overview of the theoretical instructions we received throughout the degree, and we believe it is important to understand what some professors and researchers have found to be effective when applying strategies in the classroom. And now that we had the time to explore and reflect on these ideas over these semesters, we'd like to share which ones have actually worked for us during our practicum processes. So, starting with the pedagogical component, we have found that some of the theories we studied have been especially useful. For example, we would like to bring the traditional approach because while sometimes it is seems as an outdated, can actually be quite effective because in this model the teacher is seen kind of as an authority figure, and with the dynamic often leads to well-behaved students, which make it easier to deliver the content. On the other hand, we would like to bring the constructivism because it has been also proved to be very effective because this approach the students are more in charge of their own learning process, and the teacher takes on more of a guiding role and almost like a teammate rather than just someone to give lectures. And with the shift on roles, helps the students to take more responsibility and become more engaged because they are the ones in charge of their academical growth. And we have also worked with some methodological approaches that really support language learning, like the natural approach, because for instance, it has been shown to be highly effective because it aligns with how people naturally acquire the language. It focuses on meaningful communication and also comprehensible input rather than grammar rules or memorization, which makes students feel more comfortable and motivated. Additionally, we've seen great results when integrating task-based learning, also the communicative language teaching, and the direct method, because the TBL helps students engage in real-life tasks using the language, which builds their problem solving and communication skills. The CLT focuses on interaction and fluency, preparing students to handle everyday conversations, and the direct method immerses students in the language. So it helps them to develop their listening and speaking skills without relying on translation. Altogether, these approaches encourage active participation, natural communication, and practical language use of the skills that are essential for their real world situations.
Today is the day. I have prepared a class full of exciting activities. I'm going to use games to teach vocabulary and group activities to help students work together. At university, I learned how these strategies made students more interested, and I feel really excited to use them. I can imagine their happy faces while they take part. Technology will also help me a lot. I have videos and interactive games ready. This is going to be great. I also want everyone to feel included. I created activities that involve the four English skills: speaking, listening, reading, and writing. I can't wait to see how they participate. If everything goes well, it will be a class to remember. I'm sure that by the end of the day, my students will feel more motivated and will learn a lot. I'm going to do my best.
Wait a second. What is happening? The students don't look interested. Some are talking to each other, and others are just looking out the window. This is not what I expect. I tried to start with a game, but they didn't react. They seem unmotivated, and discipline is becoming a problem. Why isn't it working? I thought these activities will make them excited. No, it's very hard, and that makes everyone even more distracted. Also, I didn't have enough materials for everyone. Why didn't I check that before? The internet connection also stopped working. My digital resources are not available. This is so frustrating. I feel like I am losing the control of the class. What should I do now? I can't think clearly. I feel blocked. I need to step outside for a moment and breathe. Maybe some fresh air will help me think better.
Oye, ¿estás bien? ¿Qué pasó? Te veo como estresada. No te preocupes, hay días que nuestras estrategias no funcionan al 100%. La verdad, hoy los chicos también han estado ruidosos, muy estresados y hay días así. Entonces es normal, no te preocupes por eso. Yo me voy a entrar y a encargar de la clase. Listo.